with overseas investors. And as I talk to you now, they are busy and they have already got approval for 1.5 billion rand project. In Mujaji. And something which I think you should know, if you are doing a project in a certain area, and something which I think was absolutely brilliant, if you take your people living in a village and they have to go somewhere with a taxi, now they have to pay 70 rand to get there and 70 rand to get back. So what have they got left to buy with? But what they have done, if they are building a shopping mall in an area, they are now bringing the taxi associations in as partners of those projects. So the taxi drivers will not lose money and they need not go on strikes. They will just be joined into the project. And I wish them well. With regards to our religious approaches, we have been in touch with, and I can say it without any doubt, with all, not some, with all the largest church groupings in South Africa. With all of them. And I think you can give a big clap for that. I again want to emphasize the religious approach. We believe from ARU that every single person has got the right to religion, no matter what religion they belong to, but every person has got the right to his own or her own religion. And we will support that right up into Parliament. Therefore, what is very important for you to realize, if we look at our documentation that has been drawn up so far, and unfortunately, I don't think our national spokesperson could make it. Could he make it? Where is he? Oh, okay. Leslie Chiloane, you must remember the name, Leslie Chiloane. He's an author of books. He's already, I think, written 2 or 3 books. He's a wonderful person. He is absolutely brilliant in what he is doing. And he was working many nights, because he works at night when it's quiet. And Leslie went in, and he was the one that was instrumental in getting our final constitution drawn up, as well as our manifesto, as well as our federal document. And this is what is so important, is our federal document. In what we are saying, we are creating our Royal House of Monarchs. The Royal House of Monarchs will run in parallel with Parliament. The Royal House will be headed up by our monarchs, by our royalty. And Parliament can sit there and, as they've been doing over the past 24 years, shout and scream at each other. But whatever they say has to be vetted, rubber stamped by the Royal House. Otherwise, nothing but nothing will be approved if it is not vetted by our monarchs. So, if ever there is anyone here with connections and contacts with your traditional leaders, with your monarchs, with your kings, with your queens, with the royal houses, and we have not yet made contact with them, you are welcome. You can call us at any time, and we will make contact with them. We'll go and visit them, or they can come here if they're coming this side, and they can meet with our president. and we will gladly meet with all of them. Then, very lastly, considering the report, the support that we have gleaned from our traditional leaders and our religious leaders, as well as all our executives who have reported back to us, I can't give you the numbers, but if I give you the numbers, then obviously you will know we have been to that church, to that bishop, to this person, to that person. I can give you the numbers now that we will not get less than 20 million votes in next year's election. I am very proud to be part of this party. I am very proud to be part of this whole working committee that is sitting here today. We are all part of this committee. We need to convince the whole of South Africa that ARU is the party that will lead them into the future. Viva ARU, viva! Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Your Royal Highness, Bayete, Mutimkulu, Bayete. Bayete, Mutimkulu, Langalibalele, Bayete. Thank you very much. Siyabonga.
You did very well, huh?
I would like us to give a round of applause for the second time. That was a very interesting report indeed, SG. I will be strict with time now. But then I had to allow him because of he's the Secretary General of the African Renaissance Unit. So therefore, he must clarify so that no one will have a question. It must just be clarified. Okay, let's quickly rush to our agenda. I will have amendments again after him, then there's gonna be Mr. Chauke. He must come front, therefore he's gonna tell us of what his mind, so that we carry on with our agenda.
Bayete. I'm not going to go through the whole formalities as a worker. I'm actually an agriculturalist. I want you to eat when you live here. So therefore, I don't want people who are going to die tomorrow. And I want us that this organization become the blue light for implementation. Now this is the time that we should do that. And if we don't do it now, that means we will be left. I just come from a meeting of the planting season task team, which is a presidential program that needs land to be planted on Monday. Anyone that has land that needs to be planted on Monday, that land is required on Monday. Then it will be planted on Monday. So I just come from that task team, and the commitment were made. In the task team, we have the presidential office there, we have all the department. We've been running this program since August, when it was announced by the president of the country. What I would want to let you know all, the reason that I'm here, I would want you to thank our King, who is who has a bright or a foresight of seeing things before everybody see them. I think His Majesty, your dream is realized. Let me tell you that right now, that your dream has now come to be realized. Before you even take over the government, you will show that you are the real leader. And so, for that dream, I would want to make this announcement that through His Majesty, and through His own personal command to me when He met me, He commanded me to say, Chauke, I want you, if you are honest, I want you to demonstrate to me that you will do something for me and my people. So I'm here to demonstrate to him that I'm going to do something for him. Through he submitted to my office 40,000 hectares, 40,355 hectares for Gauteng only. Those lands need to be finalized by Monday, and we need to plant that 40,355 hectares. And fortunately or unfortunately, belongs to Kgosi Kekana. All those hectares. So, Johannes, you should know on Monday, I will be sending you a schedule of visit. We will be visiting your land. We are going to see your land. You need to show us where the corners of the lands are. Between now and Monday, I need you to send me the coordinates of those lands, so that when we come to see the land, we don't get confused. So 40,355 hectares that was submitted by the king for Kgosi Kekana. And then in Limpopo, for Kgosi Modjadji and others, 41,008 hectares was also submitted through the office of the king. Those lands are required. We will send a schedule to those people, and I think the facilitator there is Emmy. Emmy has made a lot of facilitation as far as that is concerned. We have a list. That 41,008 is needed to get all the coordinates so that a visit can be done to that area. In the Eastern Cape, I didn't even know that there's this kind of land that exists. I don't know. In the Eastern Cape, 8,565,294 hectares of land. For the Eastern Cape, that was submitted through various traditional leadership from this is coming from Tata. No, basically is that, I don't have the, I just summarized. This is coming from Queenstown. to Port St. John's. So those hectares, in total, they totalize that amount of hectares. So please, the people who have facilitated Umaidon and Abi, Abel, and you also have some. So we need the coordinates of those hectares as a matter of agency. Abel was with me in the meeting. He knows what was the resolution. If we don't get the coordinates by Monday, these lands are out. So we really need this on Monday because the task team need to consolidate on Friday. And Monday we'll get the lists for visiting those particular areas. And then on Friday we consolidate. Next week we do the payment of the visits. So please, you still have that time that you should. These lands are already submitted, but there is these things that are required so that we can now go and meet directly the people that we need to talk in the plantation. In KZN, it came to me as a little bit of, I wondered as to what happened. Maybe it was the writers who wrote wrong. But in KZN, we have 223,100 hectares that was submitted. So those 223,100 hectares were submitted out of 3 districts. I think Utungulu district, eThekwini, and I think some of Umkhanyakud, some of those areas that were submitted from KZN. So please, the only shortage in all these lands that I'm talking about is the GPS coordinates. That's the only shortage. Otherwise, the names, the area people, everybody that needs to benefit this planting season. We're not talking about next year. We're talking about this very planting season. Well, Western Cape, I don't know whether was it from your group? Yes. 106 hectares from the Western Cape. In the Western Cape, we only got 106 hectares. Do we really waste our time to run the Western Cape for 106 hectares? Eh? I'm requesting that one we exclude. 106 hectares in the Western Cape. That was submitted via this forum. Okay? So please, Western Cape next year. Again, let's look at it next year for Western Cape. Mpumalanga, 13,272 hectares that we have received. So we haven't received anything for Free State. We didn't receive anything for Northwest. I don't know, but there was a lot of talk about Northwest in that group. What I received was a list of names and hectares, which was never accepted. I think it was your submission. It was a list of names and hectares, which was really not according to the way we had given out the form so that people must submit. But this is what I want to tell you. Is that you have time from when you live here and on Sunday. You can still squeeze your land for as long as you can complete the form that you are given properly. If you can complete the form that Ubaba Madiba will give you properly, and I get this on Sunday at 8 o'clock on Sunday, 8 o'clock in the evening, I get it in my computer, properly completed, you will get in. But if not, then I lindela next says it. So in other words, those who know that they were not part of the submission that was submitted by Ubabu Madiba for and on behalf of His Majesty Mtimkulu III. And these are things that have been confirmed yesterday by the President to say these programs have to be implemented. This is not something that we are. I just want to read to you, I'm just going to read to you the statement of implementation that is coming from the mouth of the President. Intervention by government. The Land Bank as a financial administrator, commercial banks and Department of Agriculture, Forestry and Fishery, Department of Rural Development and Provincial Department of Agriculture, PDAs, will develop blended financial instruments using public and private funds. This will consist of a public sector grant component from DAF and Department of Rural Development, and a loan component from the Land Bank and commercial banks referred to as the soft loan. Now, how much money has now been allocated to Land Bank, which is allocated for now? The Land Bank and DAF has signed an MOU with 100 million transferred to Land Bank and more than 500 million over to the MTEF, period. 18 projects has been assessed by the Land Bank already. But this is where we come in, all of us. This is where these come in. Commercial farmers would partner with potential beneficiaries, approach a commercial bank to obtain 50% funding from the commercial bank, and this would be matched by 50% grant money from a grant allocated committee. So 50% and 50%. So in other words, you have a partner who is a commercial farmer in your area, and that commercial farmer says, I want to assist you. Okay? I want to assist you. So then you say to him, yes, you can assist me. Then you just write a business plan, both of you, you go to a commercial bank. And then the commercial bank will say, I want security from you. Where is the security? Then you say, no, Ubabu government, you go. I have Ubabu, Nemalili, get 50% of everything that you want to fund me. 50% of everything that you want to fund me will be financed by a grant. So in other words, Tina Sonke Jehovah Stevila, we are 50% grant. So we have, our land gives us power. Our people who have been struggling, who have not been using that land, they can now use the land. The land can now be plowed immediately. So those partnerships of commercial farmers that we might be having in our areas, we should go and strengthen them. But watch this. Mina ngikhona phela ngithi. Mina as a FASA, African Farmers Association of South Africa, we are the monitoring organ. We are monitoring those relationships. So whatever relationship that you are going to enter into with a commercial farmer, we will always monitor fronting. Because there is a lot of things that are going to happen like that. There's going to be a lot of fronting. Because people knowing that you have the capacity to access funds now. You see, now you have the capacity, you've got the land, and you also have the capacity to access funds. Then a person comes in the village, then starts speaking with you and say, let's make partnership. And then you partner, and he says, right, I'm going to give you 40% or 60% is going to be yours. Mine will be 40%. But in this deal, in this business that is happening, this person comes up with all these administration fees that he charges. You see, money doesn't filter through to the profit, but money ends up in payment of salaries and travels. But who is the person that is getting the most? Your partner, not you. So at the end of the day, that 50%, you're going to share a 50% of 10 rand. You don't still get the money. So now, those relationships, all those relationships that you'll go and establish, the traditional leader council, together with ourselves, we will be there to monitor. We'll be there to make sure that we monitor. So I would request that as already His Majesty has already started this road, could we all please, all of us, it doesn't matter whether you see, me, I'm coming from the royalty, but I'm from Zimbabwe. You see? So I'm a royalty in Zimbabwe. Okay? But if I'm here, I'm non-royalties. So, but as South Africans, we are all royalties. We have different names. But if we have one person who has taken the initiative of upgrading all those royalties, let us give a hand of that particular eye that has been able to see the light. You know, the problem with traditional leadership is we work in silos like politicians. And that kills us. Because then the politicians themselves, they come, divide you as a traditional leader with the community. And at the end of the day, you are just a traditional leader who is leading nothing. Because number one, you don't have money, you don't have capacity, you even don't have people. Because they are gone. You see, ubukhosi, remain in course. Uzelwe as in course. You are not elected. You are a king. And be that. And be, just honor yourself. And don't degrade yourself and find yourself clapping hands with small politicians that will be coming and frustrate you in your own area. This time, you are given the power to determine and to run your own economy. Unfortunately, I would have loved to listen to my king when he gives the speech. But because of this very task that I have to do, I need to consolidate. And I phoned Utata Umadiva Uguti, look, I want you and your committee as a matter of agency so that we finalize the problems that are here. So it's either we meet immediately now or we meet tomorrow. That Madiba, I don't know whether all your committee members are they here so that we meet, we finalize these things. So when you leave, if they're all here, when you leave, we know 100% that what was submitted is 100% correct. So I'm not going to be sitting in here because it's not only yourself, but I want to finalize with these hectares that I have, and I have other hectares that I need to do. So I need to know whether we're meeting today or we're meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow, what time?
Let's make it 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock at the palace. Okay. Please let all your people, all those strategic partners, let them be there tomorrow. Ki wafa wafa. Kawusan. Thank you. Yabo.
Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Viva ARU, viva! Viva! I would like to give a round of applause, Mr. Chauke, again. Mr. Chauke, I think everybody who was listening to your speech is overwhelmed. Thanks very much for clarifying whatever that you brought for us. It's quite interesting, especially with the land, and then I believe everybody was sitting here.
It's a progress report that was not touched, I'm sure because of time, but the time doesn't matter. These things must be told. There is something like that. Sizobawa abosomabubulo abafuna ukudistribute ipupu as a matter of agency starting on Monday. And then ngizokubetha isandla kuChauke nakasesekhona. Nizamdlulisela abantu bakhosi angaphatheki kuhle. Nasi makhosi sinje sithunywa sitshaba. Isitshaba esi nasithi babethu sibulawa indlala. Ngizokubuya mina kusasa nangibuya ko lapha ngithi basho ukudla bazaninikela ngonyaka ozako. Abantu abami bazokudlala. Ngikhulumela iWestern Cape. Ngizwe ngilimala. Abantwana beWestern Cape ngoba basho banamahegera amancane inkosi abangadli. Angazi angayizwa kuhle abantu beNkosi. Ayinginikeli sense why? Ngoba mosi labangafuni ukuye Western Cape ababize yena ngokwakhe uMadiba akhamba ukuthatha into zabantu abakhe. Amandla. Viva ARU, viva. Viva. Ngibawa bonke abantu abazokhethwa namhlanje benze umsebenzi wabo. Khambani ni consult ebantu abami. Ningabi bompi yakhe. Bolizwi abangabantu ake ngithi lizwa abatshelwa litho benza intando yabo. Utawa ngikhethiwe mina. Frederick sasa umuntu akasabuyi nisichabeni akasabuyi sesikufonela sesikuthola ulapha amafoni akasaphendula. Yebanda beNkosi ngilezo zinto lezo ebekade ngifuna ukuthi ngizikhulume mara ngicabanga ukuthi akhe kube neprogram yenyawupe. As African Renaissance Unity, we don't have something called Nyawupe in our tradition, in our history. How is our take on that one? How do we want to address it? Begibawa kulawa mahekere manengo amaplazi. Ningipheni abantu abenu abanenyawupe, abadla inyawupe. Nginendawo, program. Akhe ngithi ngine program nginama funds la ngingabathatha ngiyoba developer ngiba rehabilitate khona. Amandla. Ngiyathokoza.
Jabezithi mangibonge. Ngizawuthanda nje ukuxolisa nje lapha esikhathini nje. Ngicela kuwe ukuthi isikhathi nje ngicela sisikhiphe kunabantu abafuneka baya ku KZN Eastern Cape abahamba today. So ngicela nje ukuxolisela nje leyo ndawo. Engabe ngathi ngiphikisana namakhosi manje. Ngazi umsindo wami, sorry. Angifuni bengathi ngiphikisana namakhosi. Bengizocela mhlanga lomhlabathi. Your Majesty, Your Highness, isikhathi 2 minutes. Over to you. Your Majesty.
Siyanibingelela nonke endlini. Angibingelele isilo esisiphethe noma sisithi silo la sisibiza ngepresident ekunhlangano iARU. Ngibingelele ama queen akhona, ngibingelele oNdlunkulu, ngibingelele amakhosi, ngibingelele ama paramount chief na wonke umphakathi okhona omelele iARU. Angisezikhuluma kakhulu ngoba kufuneka ngenze 2 minutes. Ngizoqala ngibonge upresident wethu. Ike yakhuluma iQueen la uMzilikazi. Ngize ngasho ngathi yathatha amagama ami ngathi bikhona ihleli lapha mbala. Ikhuluma ukuthi uMoses uthunyelwe ukuthi asilide. Wathunyelwa uMoses wakhipha abantwana eGibhithe. Kodwa azange asakwazi ukungena eKhanani. eKhanani abantwana abangena sebengena ngubani? uAron. Ngiphakamisa ukubonga esilweni ukuthi bafowethu sisonke la endlini fanele sazi ukuthi angeke asinazo iziphiwo ezifanayo, asobe futhi kwenzeka lo. So fanele sifundise ukuthi isiphiwo somuntu isiphiwo somuntu. Mina nginawo umona ke nje angidale kanganje. Ungabi nomona ngesiphiwo somuntu. Into edala leyo nto leyo, 1, ungahloniphi, uba nejealous, ungazithobi. Ngiyacela la African Renaissance Union ishoot lapha asibambaneni sibe yimbumba, sibe into eyodwa. Ngiyacela, ngiyabonga ukuthi eqaleni lento siqala eqaleni kwakunzima, isilo sasidonsa nzima, kodwa imphumela iyabonakala namhlanje ukuthi iyaphi. iARU ke angenichazela ukuthi cha, inhlangano engenamona, inhlangano ezophilisa umphakathi, inhlangano ezolapha izilonda okudala nisafarisha kuzo for 24 years. Impela kuthiwe maqala kuthola kala inkululeko ngo94, sonke sa relax sathi sakhululeka. Azange sikhululeke, nakhululeka lutho. Awukwazi ukukhululeka ungenawo umhlaba. Umhlaba umama, yonke into iqala emhlabathini. Ukhululekile ke makunjalo. Yonke le ndlala ekhona, bonke njengoba inkosi adibala uNyawupe, ubugebengu, yini asilale ebusuku, abantu kusesafaka inkunzi balanza amabhaklaphu. Kwenziwa yini lokho lokuganga okukhona? Ingani? Ngoba abantu balambile. Ingane ziyakhala lapha ifuna ukudla. iARU izoqeda zonke lezo zinto. Ngiyabonga ukuthi uyezwakala. Ngicela ukuthi sonke njengoba sila futhi masiphindele emakhaya asandise inani abantu bazali sithathe lo mbuso lo ngani ngoba siphakathi olwandle njengamanje angikubeke nje siphakathi olwandle miningi imikhuba eyenzekalayo udliwa nje imali angazi imikhuba nje eyenzekayo ngiyacela bakithi asibe umuntu awukho msuthu la awukho ndiya la awukho mlungu la siyinto eyodwa asibe nento eyi-one nizobona within 3 years nje izinto zethu zoba zigijima ku-freeway ngibonga kakhulu sengizonqamuka nje lapho.
Your Highness, the King, the Queen, and the rest of all the dignitaries, ngizonibulisa ngesizulu. Ngomthetho ukuthi ngiphume eNatal ngikhuluma isiZulu. Ngiyi-commissioner kwi-commission CRL apho ngiphethe amalwimi, protect amalwimi, culture ne-religion. Based on that, ngithe lesikhathi ngisesiswini sakama uma washada ingesi, that's why i-surname yami yase-England ithi Trollope. Uma ushade ingesi lesikhathi ngisesiswini umaze ekhuluma nengesi ekhuluma isingesi mina ke ngasizwa ngisesiswini kusho ukuthi ke ngaloko ilwimi elami elistrongo ngase ngikhuluma inkulumo estrongo kufanele ngikhuluma isingesi yilo elolwimi lakama engalithola esiswini xa ngikhuluma uzongizwa kahle ngikhuluma isingesi kodwa isiZulu ngiyasikhuluma ngiphinde ngithethe ngizalwe emaXhoseni ngashada kwaZulu. On those terms, I want to say when I speak English I have a powerful expression because it is my mother's tongue. On that take, I want to thank the King, His Majesty, His Highness, for appointing me to carry out a portfolio of religion in ARU. Viva ARU! Viva! I will then, since I've been a commissioner and I still am, will be directing the royalty, the monarch, on religious issues, even including the other religious leaders. What I want to say, I want you to listen carefully. I've planted churches all over this country. I've preached the gospel. I want to say to you, this country needs God. It doesn't need development. It doesn't need technicalities. It doesn't need debates. All we need to do to get the nyaupe out, to get all the evil things out, and all the funny poverty things out, we need to bring God back. On that take, I want to say on this portfolio that I've already been appointed on is that my main interest is to empower the church, empower the religious leaders, which they did not have in this democratic period of 23 years. Instead, the church was frustrated, it was oppressed, they could not even hire a municipal building. Buildings were shut for the churches to come in and preach the gospel and help the community. On that take, I want to say, ARU will support the church to be the front of this party.
Amen.
If we take the initiative as a group of people to pray every night for ARU, if we take the initiative as a group of people to have faith that we were all given equally as big as a mustard seed, practice it, then I believe that that king will sleep well at night and that king will rule this country next year. If you don't believe that, I want you to go home and stay home. maybe a bit harsh, sorry. But I want you to start believing. Don't use your education. Don't use nothing of your intellectuals. Don't believe and lean on your own understanding. It's going to be God and God alone. The scripture that I always like to quote when things get tough, they say the tough go under the table, but I stand on top of the table. It is Zechariah 4:4, which says it's not by might, nor by power, but it is by the Spirit. First time in history, Christian Democratic parties in parliament, but I've seen no difference. I see abortion prevailing. I see all these funny things prevailing, which I haven't seen a political person who is religious, who has God in them, standing against these things. Our ARU will be the first party in this country to bring order into this country. And I don't want you to mistake me for Ethel Trollope. Somebody said around the table, yes, I know you, Ethel Trollope. I called Ethel one day and I said, your black brother's calling you. And then, of course, we had a good laugh, and that was it. I don't follow what he follows. I want to see the redressing of the wrongs of the past, which, of course, the government of today has failed. I'm a Khoisan prince. I serve under His Majesty in the Western Cape. I represent the Cape Khois in KZN. I also represent the entire Khoisan in KZN as the chairperson of the NAREC. I'm not prince by chance. I'm anointed by global thrones. I'm anointed by 5 kings of the Khoi. So therefore I take pride. I'm a religious person. I've planted churches all over. I've got spiritual children preaching all over South Africa. They've even gone abroad. They've even gone to Central Africa. I've been to Malawi myself, preaching the gospel, converting Muslims to Christianity. But we will respect all religions. We will respect all religions, in spite of we believe a specific religion, which comes from a living God. ARU will stand for a living God. We are not confused. And we are not going to be confused. If we say it's in the name of Jesus, we mean it. Don't come with another name now. Don't compromise now. Don't start changing as ARU and start doing other things now. We are standing for South Africans to be one nation before God. All races of this country will be equally represented and equally empowered. Thank you very much.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, no. Ke a le dumedisha ka moka. Den ko le mathomong ke boletse ka Sezulu ke re. Bjale ke bolela le melaka bjale. Bayete. Ngonya. Ndabezitha. Siyabonga kakhulu impela. Asithini viva ARU viva. Viva. Phambili nge-ARU phambili. Phambili. Phambili nge-ARU phambili. Phambili. Siyaphambili. Sonke. Ke rata go dumedisha batho ka moka. Lebitso le matla la Morena Jesu. Nka se bo motelle, ke tlo ba le di points tse mmalwa tse 2 minutes tlo pet. Okay, MC. MC. 2 minutes. Ngizoyenza. I 2 minutes ngizoyenza. Ngizwele nje ukuthi ke thina awukwazi ukuthatha abafundisi namakhosi wababekana. Wabanike 2 minutes. Akukhona hali. Horofe baruti le mahoshi 2 minutes. Akukhona hali. Yale mara ke tlo tlhompa 2 minutes ya hae. Gore ke sa ilololo. Ke rata go tlisha ditebo haholo ka kgoshi King ya rona King Langali Balele Mthimkhulu gobane a utlweletse modimo ga bolela le yena wa tseba a calling ke ntho e botlhokwa gagolo go le motho mang le mang ka mona le calling ya hae ke gopela go tlisha se gore o le go sa le gona mo kamara ARU aka o lebelle gore what is your calling and then besage o ntwela o dula go yona and then wa iberekisha o le ka mo ARU ra bona ba isho ka re tlhoka calling ya hao a re ba tlo kope o se ke wa tlo ira dilo tso di kopang ko ANC or kai no ira calling ya hao se modimo a re se dire ko ARU ra bona ba isho ra bona and then sabobedi ke rata go tlisha ko go le bantshana le magoshi re leboga modimo ka party santse re lebelle gore ka nnete ke ntho e kgolo ga kana ke go shapila gore modimo re le ha lebella le godimong a bona gore ka nnete ya tlhokagala gobane bogoshi bona mo South Africa na bo se gona na bo sa tlhola bo ba gona a ke tsela mkutlwana khoshi e fetogile boy ya mo kanselara biale ka bo kopana re tlo bolela nako e sa le gona re tlo bolela re tlo ba le dikopano mo re tlo bolelang gona mo re kgonang go tishana go matlafatsana gore kgone go sepela bjale ke rata go tlisha se ko magoshi ka kopo a re eng South Africa ka moka mo go na le magoshi gona re bolele le magoshi re magoshi tswela dilo tse di dirang e tambo ARU e gona ya magoshi ra bona ba isho so and then sabora ke rata go bolela le baruti bo bishop ke a kopa ka mosa wa modimo gore ka nnete ke lona motseta wa ARU le motseta gobane rona magoshi re consulta go lona gobane you are connected go modimo ra bona ba isho so bene ke gopela mabaruti le bo bishop ke gopela ntho e botlhokwa gagolo ka ake ntho re le ntho e different gagolo go be le ntho e ba re go batho ba ba tlo intercedela ARU e be mmereko wa bona na ke bolela di-king ka ntho gore go be le batho ba ba tlo tlalang party eo ya go rapella ARU gore e dire ka natla re bona ba so magoshi ke a kopa di-provinceng ka moka, di-region ka moka tse di leng gona South Africa, a go be le di-group tsa go rapela. Di ka di rapelle this party gore e tswelele, and then e tlo tswelela. ARU ya tswelela. 2019 ke mowe ARU e kry-a di-seat, high seat. Rabana, sorry ya leboga gore sa mafelelo. Ke gopela baruti always le gopoleng king ya rona. Gobane a go bonolo go leader setšhaba South Africa. Go tlhokala Modimo. Always remember go rapele our king. Re a leboga.
Thanks very much to the comments from our paramount chiefs, which means Paramount Chief Masilela, Paramount Chief Hadebe, Prince Lekuleni, and Prince Prolu. Thanks very much. Now we are in item number 5, still in comments, but I will go to B now. That was A, so now I will call these names upon. I would like them to come forward quickly. I will ask Queen Makhadi Rams, and then I will cancel Amy Boysen. We've spoken like why I should cancel him. So I will be strictly with time again. I have to remind you because of the traditional leaders, they allowed me for the time to do 2 minutes, strictly 2 minutes. So I'm not sure whether maybe they are not. Then should I skip this item because of I can't see them now. Let me repeat then. Comments. Item number 5. We are in B now. And then Queen Makhadi. Queen Makhadi, yes. And Makhadi Rams. Can they please come forward, please? Strictly 2 minutes. Forward, strictly forward.
Is a Queen Makhadi, also Queen Makhadi. I don't know which is the right one.
I don't know. I think it's just which one, which is which. Let me start from the Makhadi first.
It's got like a Tibetan. Thobela wa ememo ke Kgadi ka lebitso ke tswa ke le Limpopo. I'm chairperson from Limpopo. Ke rata ho dumedisha king, ke dumedisha le mahoshi ya ka go tswa ka di province o fapafapana. Batho ba Modimo a ke tsebe gore nka e bea jwang. Ke motho ke filwe polelo kudu jwale nako ke e nyane nako nkare e ke thoma kare ho na le slogan se sengwe ba re wenkosi thuma mina we baba thuma mina wenkosi thuma mina we baba thuma wenkosi thuma mina we baba thuma mina. Ke a leboga. Hey, ho ba motswadi wa mosadi ho boima. Le a bona o bolela nnete e re ka thoma o bolela ke ka mo ke reng ke filwe polelo kudu ke tle ke rata hore nna e leng kgata le mphe nako mara jwale nako a ka ke e nnyane mara ke tla no ngatha mola le mola. Banna go Limpopo ra bereka re rumile ke Kgoshi Mthimkhulu ke chairperson ya ko Limpopo ke chairperson ya ko Limpopo ke kwishisha hore ntse ke kwa moruti a bolela mo a re o berekishe spirit sa hao sa tlhago o ska kopisa nna ke motho mongwe wa se sekolong ene nna ke kopisi ke itshepa nna ke kopisi gore ntho engwe le engwe ke nyaka o idia ke idia ka mogare o tlwa ka marapelo yaka ko Limpopo re na le di gore mo village ye nngwe le nngwe re electile 10 people ye berekang ka mofasa ARU ho ya ka mokgwa ARU e kitimang ka lebelo la mmutla ko Limpopo kore ke kwa ke sa tsebo rena ba bangwe ba ba tseneng pele ka parlamente re ka re ba bitjara re ke sono re nkare ka ba bitjara ke nkare ka gore ARU e botsa batho dinnete ARU e isha batho mo mafulong a matala ARU e bone tshokolo ya batho ya ro bona tshokolo ya batho ya rena ARU morena Roman nna ke le ARU ke tlo berekela setšhaba sa South Africa because he re bolela ka ARU a re bolela ka tšhelete batho ba modimo nto sheba re ke tšhelete a ke re ithute o reka dilepe re remente ba reng ke tšhelete because tšhelete ke yona e dirang gore lefase le tlhakatlhakana ka mo ARU a re tlo bolela ka tšhelete re bolela ka thapelo le lerato ha re ratane ma Africa because ha re ka se ratane ka mara lerato he ba nona le bothata ka mara kore motsotlo ka lerato batho ba tlhalana ba re ke divorce ka sekgowa once o ka thoma dust na mile monna o ya kwa mosadi o rala peke o ya kwa ka mo ARU a re tlhalane King Mthimkhulu o re nyalantšhitše ka lerato ka thapelo ha re tshepeng modimo a sa re tliše mo lefaseng ka gore a tlo re tusa gore batho ba mohuta o re tlišitše a re rata mo lefaseng and-e tshwanetse re mo tshware ba thengiso bambelele sephambanweni ke tlhwa ke kwa ba belela mara ke tsebe botsanyana jwale a re bambeleleng tate Mthimkhulu a saka ka mo a e wa re sakelena a tsoa re tsoe le yena re ipotse gore rena modimo o kgethile rena gore South Africa re tlo e change viva ARU viva viva ARU viva ba re ke African Renaissance Unity ke raka sekgowa ke kwa ba e bolela ba re ke African Renaissance Unity batho ba o sekwane a ba hae moshate sepedi se re ntlo le rola a itswa le kgoši banna re sotleile ko morago ko re tswang ngona banna a re khunameng re rapele re thekge King Mthimkhulu a re mothekgeng banna a re itlo re dia makgowa batho ba namela dikoloi ka moka o šetse rena motho ba mokgatha khansele beke tla go namela Popular Leville rena e re ka thekga Mthimkhulu re tlo palla ko se namela Popular Leville na ke na go le botsa maka ke nya go re kgwedi e tlang ke tla mo ke tla ke na match van no a tsa nyaka van a tsa nyaka a tsena ka maka van aua ke nya ka re tswela mara e re le bona nyana le green e re ka ba re o bane lo batho go ga di che person ya Limpopo ke nya ka jwalo nna ke nya ka jwalo ene ha ke tlo ina metsa ke ntate Mthimkhulu this car ke tlo inametsa yona ka bohate we ka baka ke tlo inametsa yona wa tseba ke tlatše mafolofolo a mangwe e re thoma be ba re hey ARU hey na ko ya ba re boditše re bo announce ko market theatre ko Centurion ba ra kae be ke tla ntle be se ho mo bana ga ba ipotsa bana na ra rapela ka mo ARU re na rapela modimo le modimo a rena wa phela se re se gopelang gore fa sona ene gore fa ka nako modimo a rena wa ARU a diphoso re na le mahoshi a rena ba re tlhompha ra ba tlhompha banna ke kwele lentswe le lengwe la botlhoko ba re council e shetsele gore kgoshi gore ke morumiwa wa council nna lentswe le banna le botlhoko jwa mmana ke kwele le nthinta mola ke dutse fase ka re banna ene ke nnete ape makhanselara ke banana ba rena ba re ba be le maabane mara wa tseba ha bolela le kgoshi o ka re ka reverse bana la tseba reverse so banna ke a leboha baba Mthimkhulu angazi ukuthi ngathini baba wami uyibambe kanjalo yazi sizoguda ngamadolo sithande semsuku nasemini iARU iyangena eParliament next year bathanda bangathandi iyangena eParliament sayigibela i-red carpet sangena eParliament ngizoba abanye abantu babe bathi kumina bathi khadi uzongena kanjani eParliament ungazi isilungu ngithi mina ngizalwa ngomfazi omlungu mina angizalwa ngomfazi omlungu ubaba wami akusumlungu ngizojabula kanjani ngikhuluma isilungu ene ngingasazi nabelungu bangangizwi yabona mangila ngikhuluma isipedi ngizwa ngiyajabula viva ARU viva viva ARU viva siyolima emasimini sadla sasutha thank you viva viva ARU viva viva ARU viva o ameng mo ke Queen wa Hamukhadi ke tlo bolela ka leleme la ka ke tla kopa le Sezulu ha ke sa se tsebe but this is South Africa re tshwanetse go itse various languages ke leng Queen wa Hamukhadi ke tlo kopa go leboga khoshi ya ka Tama Khoshi ke tla kopa go leboga le dikhoshi tse dingwe yaba ke kopa mme wa rona mme Queen Mzilikazi yaba ke kopa baruti ba rona kaofela ka ditilo tse di fapaneng praise the Lord yaba ke lebogela batho bohle ba leng ka montlong ena ke tla thoma pele ka mme wa rena mme Queen Mzilikazi o boletse taba enngwe e makatsang le tla ntshwarela ha ke ntse ke bua na go eno ba moya ka ba ke bopostong mme wa rena o buile go tlala seatla ile wa re ha o tshwantshetsa king wa mo tshwantshetsa ka Aaron ke nnete Aaron ile a fitla a nka bana ba modimo go bona lefatshe la Kanana ona Aaron ina ba monna wa maatla go bane ula a bontshiwa a bontsha ke modimo a montsha setšhaba yaba a tseya batho ba a ba isa lefatsheng la Kanana okay lefatshe sorry ha para di tlwaela dilo tsa di maitshwa ke rata go leboga bjano nna mo king ke motshwantsha le Solomon monna wa matla a wise man a man with his integrity monna wa matla a tlhalefileng a le botlhale a na le tsotlhe tsa hae nna ke motshwantsha le yena monna o ile a ngwala lekwalo la di-proverbs lekwalo lena la di-proverbs ona monna Solomon o le ha ba ngwalla go ba le dillo tsa rona tsa basadi ile da tlala magetleng a ha rile ha re mmolalla tsona yaba a dula fatshe go ba le ina ile monna a na le basadi ba bangata ha ke bolela so ha ke re yena o na le basadi ba bangata empa fela ke le kwa rilla ha re ntse mathata a rena a go fapafapana go yena monna lena lekwalo la di-proverbs le tle le kgothatse ka lona a re ke sa kate ko usisesweu le phumule meogo ya lona o re hantse a bolela a re lekwalo lena ga ke le tshwantsha le tshwana le calendar o re ka tsatsi le leng ga le day one tshotse re bale fela bjalo re na bomme ba South Africa eka tatana Mchauke a ni tivi leswaku mi kona ke muchangana n'wina tatani Chauke mi teri loko mi vona hosi mi mu vone tani hi Master Luther King eka mina Master Luther King a karhi a vulavula I had a dream hikunene hosi ya hina namuntlha u na yona that dream so ni rhandza ku khensa hi ti-dreams leti a nga na tona ni ta futhi eka hosi ya hina eka hosi Masilela Khoshi Masilela Nkosi Masilela ukhulumile wakhuluma nge-empowerment. As I'm standing here, I'm a training provider. Ngidila ngama skills development and empowerment. All the skills lapha sinazi, all the skills that rina le tsona. Rina le sewing, I'm a training provider, mo community correctional services. I'm a teacher by profession in Moabit. I've got a school, Passing Solution, you can Google it. Passing Solution is from African. I erect another branch in Soshanguve. I'm from Soshanguve. The Passing Solution is like a metric upgrade. Now our programs, we want to introduce a math or it's a technical math. It's a scarce skill. It's really in demand. Bana ba rena ba faila. So, re busy kayon. We want the engineers in South Africa. But through that thing, that technical math is going to help them a lot. But this thing, it will come through ARU. You are containing a different people, a different skills people who are skilled. So don't afraid to approach us. Ntate, Likulen, sorry, Master Likulen. Ke a go leboga tate. O boletse go tlala seatla. Baruti. Ka tshepa le utlwile ntate. ARU, you are the pillar of this organization. The truth, re tlo bona ka lona. Go tlo bona letsatsi le ntate a bolela a re go tlo bona re tlo intercede. We have to search the truth. ARU ke yona e tlo re bontshang metlholotlholo because ke new organization e sa tshwaneng le tse dingwe. Ka gore yalo ke a leboga ke leboga.
Thanks very much, the speakers who came here for item number 5. And then I will get to item number 6. I will just read these people in the meantime when I finish to read these people, and then I will ask for us to stand up because of His Majesty requested to go and just, I think he needs some air before he can speak. Let me quickly read the names. Ms. Diane, could you please come forward? And then Ms. Rose Zondi. And then I would request all of us to stand up.
This Prince Mahoba of the Would like to have a few words
for just a few words before they speak. Because look, they are representing all the kings of Limpopo and something between 30 to 40 chiefs. Okay? That is coming in with a white shirt there. I know it's upsetting your whole setup.
I will come to you. Okay, thanks very much again, FC John the meantime.
Yeah.
My speakers, I can't see Miss Rose yet.
Rose is where? Oh yes, she's coming.
Thanks very much. Diane, over to you. You're going to say something now. We are working on it. Please.
Baete. Viva ARU, viva! Viva ARU, viva! I look good for me. Is this thing on? I greet you all. My name is Diani Sherinda. I am the deputy of the Youth League of the ARU. So today I'd like to just share some few things with you on what we do or what we are busy doing as the Youth League of the ARU. So, okay. We as the Youth League of the ARU want to mobilize the youth and transform them from the job seekers that they are today to job creators. In doing so, why we're doing this is because we've realized that there is a huge gap amongst the youth in terms of skills development, simply because a child educated in school only is not a child educated. Is not an educated child. Because you find that the youth, when they matriculate or graduate, they are dependent on being employed and not creating jobs or things like that. So they end up living lives that are not sustainable for themselves, and they end up doing jobs which they are not happy with, which leads to frustration. That's where you get crime coming in, the selling of the bodies, prostitution, the drug abuse and everything. So we now want to stop all of that by making sure that we give our youth skills amongst the lot of things that we want to equip them with that will help them create and be their own bosses, create the jobs that they need according to the skills that they will have. So with me here, I have a team which I have put together, which are going to be helping out or helping the ARU.
Right.
And I would like each and every one of them to actually elaborate a bit about who they are.
Viva ARU, viva!
Viva!
Mina ngegama nguMpho wakwaDlamini Sibongo from eMamelodi. I have a background in journalism. So amongst other places I worked for was the BBC radio in London and several newspapers locally.
Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Maibuye! Africa! Maibuye! Maja! Awetu! Matimba! Aina! Yaleboga. Wabolela mo ke thabang mohlaka ke tswa ke le ko Mamelodi Concert Residence for Service Delivery ke nna spokesperson sa mokgatlo ke rena ba lwelang di-issues tsa service delivery ka mogare ga township ya Mamelodi, ranging from health, education, skills development, all issues tsa service delivery. Rata gore re a leboga ge re kopane le ARU mo tseleng ka gore ARU e bolela molaetša o le rena re sepelang ka ona wa gore modimo pele, spiritual restoration first and then all others later.
Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Bayete Makos! Yeah, as a youth, Mamelodi Concern, I specialize in media and production. So, in life, you have to do things for the right purpose. So, I'm thankful God found us to ARU so we can now see our talents benefit others in the right way.
Thanks very much, the representative of youth, the leaders of tomorrow. We'll quickly rush to item number 7. I think all the speakers who have to come and speak here, I can see the representative from Eastern Cape, she's sitting there. Could you please come here? And then I will start. Oh, sorry, my apologies. There's one more speaker now. I forgot it now because of a time is against us. Can you just brief 1 minute or 2 minutes?
Viva ARU, viva!
Viva!
Ngibingelele wonke amakhosi ngokukhulu kuyithoba. Ngibingelele bonke abafundisi ngokukhulu kuyithoba. Ngihamba ne-youth la. Yase abase Davidton. Eguruleni. In Natal Springs. Mkhulu kakhulu umsebenzi esiwenzayo. Ngicela ukhulume kancane 2 minutes baba, 2 minutes.
Ngiyabonga kuba la ngivulisa namakhosi. Sesiqale Davidton umsebenzi we-ARU uyabonakala. So besicela ukuthi wonke imizamo esizoyenza izophumelela. So ngiyabonga.
Viva ARU, viva! Viva! We are taking over in 2019, viva! Viva! Omi phambi kwenu la uThembigosi wakaHadebe representing Eguruleni branch. What we are doing as the youth of Eguruleni, we are approaching young adults that are still youth who have just joined the civil servants. When I speak about young adults, I'm referring to our teachers. You know, the least I say about what is happening in our schools, the better. So those are the people that need a home, that feel disgruntled, who have been neglected, who now have students or children taking over at school. Instead of the teacher teaching the student is now telling the teacher what to do. We are also approaching our policemen, because they also want a home. Yes. So we are soldiers at grassroots level, busy penetrating Eguruleni, building ARU. We've heeded the call from our king, Mtimkulu. Thank you.
Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Okhulumayo la usinta wakaHadebe Sekhabutla from Eguruleni too. Into esiyenza kakhulu ukuthi sidile nge-religion. Because the future of ARU lies with youth. So if amongst adults nizokhuluma ngokuthi the religion this and the religion this, but abantu sibashiye emuva i-youth ezotake over ilahlekile kunenyawo kuna all that kune prostitution. So ngicabanga ukuthi masingavusa that seed of religion youth sizophumelela. Viva, ARU Viva.
Viva.
Bye. Bye. Ngiyanibingelela nonke omelana ulinda wakamkhonto marwaga Hadevi. Ni-introduce i-ARU ekatlehong ayaziwa but yaziwa ngami. Nifakile. Phambili Tatlehong, phambili. Abayazi i-ARU bayayazi baba. Yimi ngimelana ngizomake sure ukuthi youth iyayazi i-ARU and ngizomake sure i-meeting yeza baba iyeze Katlehong yeze Nxali yeza wonke lama section aseKatlehong ngiyayifaka i-ARU banamangi EFF namangi ANC siyangena. Viva ARU, viva.
Viva ARU, viva!
Viva!
Igama lami uSikhanyiso Sezwe. And mina ngimela i-youth yase South Africa nationally. Ngifuna uqala ngizibonise ubusha bami. Ngiqale ndithi nginawo amandla okuthetha izinto zenzeke. Imeko yami asozihlali nje. Nginawo amandla okuthetha izinto zenzeke. Imeko yami asozihlali nje. Ngiphinda ngibuye ngithi oyibambeni webafana ibambeni wezithizo ibambeni webafana ibambeni wezithizwa isibhamu sabafana sikhumbuza olibathabo isibhamu sabafana sikhumbuza olibathabo. Viva ARU, viva! Phethe umzabalazo silulutsha thina lalapha eMzantsi Afrika we-ARU, African Renaissance Unity. Ngifuna uqala ngithi i-youth yaseMzantsi understands who they are, but kune-miscommunication between the generations. So Tina as the South African youth and the African Renaissance Unity, we are a movement on our own because we are the ones who understand where we are. Because of miscommunication, abantu abaningi bacabanga ukuthi silahlekile. We are not a lost generation. The language is different. Tina silulutsha le African Renaissance Unity, we are saying the youth must come together and speak one language. We are saying Tina, we need to correct each other. Into yenzeka ezikolweni akukho omnye ukhuza omunye. Siyakhuzana Tina la e-ARU. Akekho umuntu obonisa omunye, siyabonisana thina la African Renaissance Unity. The youth is currently talking about the relevance of traditional leadership in the governing structure. These are the conversations we are having as the South African young people. And they are relevant, these conversations, because the world wants to make us believe that traditional leadership is no longer relevant in our society. Tina, the African Renaissance Unity, we want to bring that into existence. We want to show them that African Renaissance leadership is very important with society yolutsha. Traditional leaders are very relevant. Ngoba ngabo abantu who are the custodians of the customs of the African people. Aslahlekanga ARU, we know who we are. And we want to take it out there. We want the South African youth to understand the importance of traditional leadership. We want a cohesion socially. Because Tina, we have our own language. As the youth, we're saying let us come together in our social spaces. We need social spaces. We need a place where we can explore our fashion, our culture, our arts. And that is what we are busy with. There's different programs that we are doing as ARU in our township specifically and our rural spaces. La sihlanganisa khona ulutsha to have such conversations. Kunendaba ebengiphethe izolo. It's called Aribueng. This is where we are able to talk, and the place is based in Soweto, Ikamalenda, Trackside. We are beginning to have such conversations as South African youth. We are saying through these conversations, through the dialogue, we are able to understand each other. And that is something that our parents, our forefathers did not have the time to do because they had to fight for us. Now it's our time to come together. We convene. We come with solutions. We have social entrepreneurs in our townships. Yes. Nobody's fighting for our social entrepreneurs. But Tina, as Ulusha, when we come together and we push through together, we are fighting together as social entrepreneurs in our township, social economy. Viva ARU, viva! Viva! We are saying, Tina, as African Renaissance Unity Youth, that it's enough now. We need to be able to do things ourselves. We need our own ministry where we are able to be trusted to administer governance-related issues, because we see what is happening. We understand technology is evolving. And that is something that our current governance structure is not allowing us to flow.
That's true.
Viva ARU, viva! And the ARU is giving us the platform as the youth to explore. As the young people, to see how far we can go. We've got beautiful minds, young minds. We are helping children in schools, giving them programs. We're supporting them academically. We are supporting them to choose career paths as ARU. We are available for South African youth. The sky is not even the limit. We are the trendsetters. We are the pace setters. We are the torch. We are the torch for Africa. It starts in South Africa. There is a revolution, there is a movement. African Renaissance Unity is more than just a political party. It is a movement, it is a revolution that is meant to shine from the southern point of the continent to the ends of the continent. Viva ARU, viva! I didn't know how much time I had, so thank you.
Thanks very much. That was the leader of the youth of African Renaissance Unit, Imbokodo. She's powerful. You could hear her. Can we just give a round of applause? Thanks very much, Ms. Betu. Now we will quickly rush to, there's a kind of pandemonium in my left-hand side. It's kind of devastating me. I cannot progress in this program. Okay, thanks very much. We will quickly rush now to item number 7. The item number 7 it reads as follows: provincial and regional updates, which means each provinces there should be a representative who's gonna quickly come brief here about their provinces. Then I think I've got already, and then there's gonna be a chief from KZN, Mtimkulu. Chief Mtimkulu, you must come forward. I think it's gonna start. And then I will follow with Prince. Okay, over to you.
Thank you.
Ngizonqamula nje ngenxa yesikhathi. Honorable Comrade President, I greet you in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ, our Savior. I should think the fact that you are there, it is because you are a child of God. If you were not, you wouldn't be in such a position. I'm your brother, but I respect you for the wisdom that God has put in you. By profession, I am a teacher. HOD. But I have resigned. I want you to listen carefully. And please be quiet. Please be quiet. Stop your ringing your cell phones. Be quiet, please. I resigned from education system because I once read a constitutional draft of ARU. And I felt time has come for me to exit the education system because of its corruption. I should be the principal long ago of a high school. But what happens? Posts are being manipulated because of corruption. Education system, I know all rubbish that is taking place. So if we go to parliament, we will show them who we are.
Yes.
We are going to take them out one by one. Most fortunately, I know them. Even nationally. Not in my province, nationally. I know them. So God has come to eradicate this corrupt government that is taking place here. We are more than fed up. Fortunately, enough, ladies and gentlemen, in June 30, I resigned. I wrote a letter. I said, with immediate effect, I leave this corrupt government. Most fortunately, I want to tell you this. I take 5 classes, matric, comprising of 60 learners per class. 1 hour per lesson. What I did, I utilized about 30 minutes and I take 30 minutes underground, telling learners that I'm exiting. We are going to form a new party. A number of learners have joined ARU. You don't know. I've got proof. Because others are over 19, 18, then they have been filling those forms. Baba Jansen, I've got forms from learners in KZN. They are too many. I've been a submarine. And fortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, Comrade President, from today, that at school we are comprised of 52 teachers. All these teachers said to me they are going to give us a vote for ARU. Kusekuncane lokho uxolo kancane sekuncane lokho. Kuyasetshenzwa kudlala. Wena ucabanga ukuthi ngizosuka le ngizobheda. I cannot just leave education system and ngizohlala phansi edeke. I'm here to work. Thuma mina. Number 2, angiphumeke esikoleni. Fortunately enough, because I'm out of the school now, I am free to go to whatever school. Most fortunately, teachers know me. I'm outspoken, very outspoken. Now, I have targeted many high schools whereby I'm going to conduct what we call a political education about ARU. A-R-U. Spell it. A-R-U. Again. A-R-U. Once more. A-R-U. Thank you. So, lastly, I don't want to waste your time, my friend. Lastly, in Phoenix, in Durban, I've got a committee now that is running the whole area of Phoenix. In Umhlanga, I've got a committee that is running. In KZN, in my farm place from where I was born and bred, I've got a committee. What I did, I just invited them over the last weekend and bought 2 cow heads. I bought them, go Galazo Ngaga board. Invited them. They were there and I bought 3 cases of liquor for them in 2 bottles. They enjoyed. And I said, ladies and gentlemen, give me some time. There is something called ARU. And then they said they are going for it. So now, ladies and gentlemen, stay assured that we are going to take over this country. Once I say something, I end up so that I raise that element of surprise to people because I am a poet by nature. I just want to say a few lines. Actually, I'm pregnant with information. But because of time, Mr. MC, you bear with me. It is now as if I'm in class now, teaching. Halala ARU, halala. Halala ARU, halala. Halala, Mr. President, halala. Halala manene na manene as halala. Kwakufanele uhlushwe, Mr. President. Kwakufanele uhlushwe ukuze ufeze izimizo zakhe. Kwakufanele ungene emlelweni ukuze uphume ucwebezela okwegolide. Ngithi halala. Bathi halala. Sithi halala. Abanye ubuso budonsekile manje. Abanye ubuso buyizibhidi. Abanye ubuso buyampoma. Abanye bakhishwa izisu. Kodwa mina ngithi halala. Sithi halala. Bathi halala. Ukhulume sakudlala uMamdli. Wakhuluma omhlophe ngebala. Mina bengenanela ngengila. Mina benginanela ngiqekuzise ikhanda. Ngithi yebo kunjalo. Halala ARU. Halala Mr. President. Uyisishwili. Uyisishingshane. Uvele lo mhlatho. Uma usuthi speak imanze layisi. Mina ngenanele ngengila ngithi dadewethu kaBaba. Halala ARU. Bathi halala. Sithi halala. Nawe uthi halala. Yabona.
Halala ARU, halala. My name is Michael. Isibongo sami, it's Makhoba. Siboya Makhoba's Kloof, Limpopo. I'm a prince from the kingdom of Makhoba in Makhoba's Kloof. I'm pretty new in the African Renaissance Unity, but to begin with, I want to appreciate our kings who are here, Kumkan, and greet you all. Sometime last year, we had a conference of Kumkan in Captain Park, Birchwood, where we discussed about how do we transform the traditional leadership into good governance, where traditional leaders' positions are recognized and put in their place. And we had a lot of commissions there. One of the commissions was on remuneration of traditional leaders. As like, how do we make sure that our traditional leaders, they match with the municipality salaries or MEC, all those things. And we agreed that before the elections, there must be implementation of all those resolutions. To date, there has never been any of those resolutions implemented. I still have to learn how African Renaissance Unity works, because I'm a man on the ground man. We work with community. I also observe how land reform is being overtaken or taken from our forefathers who fought liberation, and land is being abused for certain reasons. As I checked, all the land in South Africa, when I was doing land audit, I have never seen any successful land claim in the whole Republic of South Africa. And all because this element of traditional leadership is being put at the back. And when I also take stock and audit of who goes to parliament from the traditional leadership, I also witness that most of those in parliament, they are not the actual traditional leaders we know in terms of history. So it is time, if African Renaissance Unit, I haven't read your constitution that much. I received your communication in the evening. Today I was due to meet with the minister here in Pretoria. I sent the message to my brother, the king, that I'll also pass here. But I'm not also alone. I'm with our delegation from Makoba. We represent Limpopo. But we also gave a commitment that we will need this movement down in Limpopo, using our influence in all the quarters, in all our chiefs, in all our kings there, that this movement can participate in the transformation of the state. Because when you talk the transformation of the state, you cannot transform the state without a traditional leadership. That's the first thing. Secondly, in 1918, I'm glad I see one of our representatives on the table from Enanas Lukhanya, whom I know very well because I grew up there. In 1918, there was a conference where the African National Congress was to decide on how do we make sure that traditional leaders no longer become part and parcel of our system. Do you know that? There was a resolution on that. It was Enanas Lukhanya who said, you do away with traditional leadership, all power will be away from you. You get what I mean? Now, to date, most of the traditional leaders, I can tell you, they are a laughing stock. And our powers, the powers of our traditional leaders, are being reduced and eroded. And you are just but a token. I always refuse the word ex officio, because it means you are there as a statue. You can't even argue. Myself, I'm doing my PhD degree in land and agrarian reform under Professor Ben Carson in University of Cape Town. Maybe I'll be called a doctor in a year or two. But I'm a development practitioner, and I see what is happening. Politically, we are sidelined. Administratively, we are sidelined. Economically, we are sidelined. I think I still have to go through your constitution, Kumkan, and of course I read and analyze, because I'm a scholar, but advise relevantly. to say, if we march forward, let's really mean it.
Yes.
Ne? Because most of our traditional leaders are captured in parliament. I've seen them, I met them, I told them. Because me now when I talk, I don't have a boundary. I don't work according to protocol of a minister. I call them and they will respond and will do what we want. So I think we have to observe that moment, but also to say, come to Limpopo. We are there. We will introduce the organization in all rank and files and all the spheres and make sure that the objectives of your organization are well spelled out. I don't want to go to talk too much. I've got Ali Make here. Just wrap up for me, please. Come and wrap up on what he's doing, because it's in the youth. We have tea estates in our place. It's been lying lull for 10 years. Our title deeds, I'm talking reality. Our title deeds are in the state, hence they don't want to transfer. When you transfer, they give you condition of a company. We've got our youth as well there. They're fighting all these things. And when I checked, it's not only our place, it's a national crisis. So I just say, Ali, that is Mr. Maken. I want to thank you, Kumkan, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hallelujah. Amen. Ke a le dumedisa lebineng la Morena Jesu Kriste ka bogolo bja gagwe. Ke dumediša magoši ka moka, ke dumediša baruti, ke dumediša bagolo bohle ka lebitso le lematla la Kriste. Amen. Ka lebitso ke Ali Make, ke tswa ke le Limpopo. It can never have been right for our authorities to have left this to go to the unjust.
Oh, yes.
Because politics has played another divisive role in making sure that our people lose their identity. I appreciate this kind of initiative, and I say that the angels in heaven should be rejoicing now that one has come out and said, enough is enough. May the name of our Lord be blessed forever.
Hallelujah.
I thank you so much. I'm a foot soldier, by the way. I've got much ways to say. The only vow that I make to this house today is that ARU shall be known throughout the country.
Yes.
And ARU shall reach the most highest objectives. Because it is punishable when the leaders do not take their rightful positions.
Yes.
After God, there are the kings.
Yes.
After kings, there are the spiritual leaders. Yes. How do we leave this thing in the bucket? That as if we do not see it. Yeah. Let alone political powers, because it's a limited power. Yes. May we all say amen. Amen. I've got no words. Yes. If I had time, I would have said more. But I say to our leaders, to my king, to my president, to the highness, I appreciate this movement. It could have never been any other day except for this day. Hallelujah.
Bengicela nje ukusho something kancane. Umama ngake ngahlangana naye sikhulu qala umama uShembe nobaba uShembe. Ngibazi ngawo lo msebenzi. Siqale nabo 9 years ago. Ngihamba nabo senza lo msebenzi. Yebo amakhosi. Wokubeka amakhosi endaweni ngaya eEastern Cape 10 years ago. Ngisuka la eGoli By the way, igama lami nguMedo Noka Mashinini, and I'm a Rasta. Selassie. Umama besihamba naye esenza bona lokho sikwenza la ku-ARU. Inkosazana my queen eceleni. Mama, ngiyabonga kakhulu ukubona sowula. Wawungitshekile mama ukuthi uzohlala. And umusu uhleli sakusebenzisana. Ngiyajabula ukuthi azange ngihlangane nawe after sengihlangana nawe seceleni kwaba. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Ngiyabonga baba. Ngi-representative ye-Eastern Cape Business Forum ngoku-appointwa u-ARU. Mina nobaba uReverend Hlatshwayo, baba ngicela phakathi. Mina nobaba uReverend Hlatshwayo, we joined i-ARU this year. Ubaba babethu baba uMthimkhulu bayethe baba mekeza ezosivakashela eza ezocampaign e-Eastern Cape. Mefika amathemba sephelile. Mina nobaba sesicisha ukufa. I mean literally dead, not dead as in spirit. Ngikhaza dead. Dead, because one of my friends of political arena obeke ngincedisa to push this movement ngalendlela sinobaba besiyenza ngalendlela i-ARU eyenza ngayo mama uyakwazi exactly the way ARU is doing it. We've been doing it like this, so we've been a threat to the government. Mangivela bekuvala iminyango ngoba nginenkani and angithuliswa kakhulu. Ngizocela ukungena ku business. Ngithe mangihlangana nobaba ngicela ukuyifunda lento ukuthi khona ngazi ukukopycat anything eshiwo umuntu. Ngicela ukufunda lento engibhalile. Ngiyabonga. Ithi One Black Glove company yam has a memorandum with Ubaba His Majesty Mthimkhulu ARU with the chiefs of Eastern Cape through the federation structure. After Pim Holds, which company kababa went to Eastern Cape to seek for a mandate, he was then given by a tribal authority to bring funders so that we can get an opportunity to build Eastern Cape through a federation. So our king gave us that opportunity. To us, ARU brought three things. Isnikeze the chance to worship the Lord in truth. Gushuktin law. One, isnikeza a chance to govern and rule in God's law. Two, black people have been marginalized for a long time. We are given a chance to innovate and to work and to have rules that cause us not to go against the rules of the Almighty. Three, the black nation needs counseling and God's order in order to survive these last days. Four, we need reparations to rebuild and reconnect with mothers and natures again so that protection can take place. Number two, where we comment iti for our kings to rule in righteousness for the sake of God's people. Meaning, one, our kings will now rule according to God's law so that they can gain leadership again, so that we as their children can gain salvation. Three, the third point is for our churches to keep the last testament of Christ, which means to shelter the needy, to feed the needy, to tender to the flocks. Point number two, the church will not concentrate on spiritual salvation only, but it will now also identify talent and skills that are in need to be improved and developed by ministries to change the financial status and everyday individual church person ongaphakathi esontweni nongaphandle. Okwesithathu, every church should be under ARU Development Cooperative Bank, which is my proposal. Undaba ezithanga akayivumi. Hayi ngizofunda lokuphela bese ngiyayeka. Thank you. Okwesithathu, I feel the church should be the administrators of the development of the people because they carry spirituality, they are in order and they are grouped and they have all the ministries and the ministries. They should be the one running the administration of the church and the money and everything. All the businesses that are here are funded, are with me. For all the foundations ezilanga ezingakaqalisi ukuba nama businesses, I can't read them. Babu Chauke is my business partner, Bondiero Investment is my business partner, Abel van der Merwe is my business partner. So all the businesses that are here that are dealing with them are being funded. Anyone knows what thing, I will get them via Baba Bob Jansen. Thank you very much.
Ngibingelele kwesibili uMC uthi angikwazi ukuthi ngahlala phansi ngazange ngiyikhulume lo. Ngicela ukukhuluma. Ngicela ukukhuluma Mokuluma uthi Africa, uthi Renaissance unity. Everybody jumps. Everybody opens their ears now. What Renaissance? Unity. Let me tell you one thing. Mogale City Youth. He's going to take us to the parliament. Without anybody here, we're going to the parliament with the Mogale City Youth. I'm telling you. Inkumbi zabantwana.
Thanks very much. We will have amendments, the last amendment, I promise you now. Item number 8 will go last. We will go to item number 9. The chairperson of the ARU, Chairperson David Rashad, please come forward quickly. I will be strictly now, 2 minutes, brief.
Amanda! Amanda! Hey, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hey, yes, we'll have 2 minutes. Mario, 2 minutes. I would like to greet you all. My king, Comrade President, the President of African Renaissance Unity, all the prince, princess, all church leaders, all protocol observed, and respect to all many leaders present here today. The President, please allow me. I would like to give you a very, very good speech, but due to now, I think we are very late, we are running behind time, but we'll request that we should come together again. We should reschedule for us to have at least a day or two. At least a day or two, deliberating, engaging onto how are we going to reach the destination. My speech, that is the speech of the national chairperson, is a speech that seeks to set the parameters within which the agenda as drafted by the Secretary General will be discussed. And it also clears the path of the most important address of the day, which is the address of the President. I would like to appreciate the speakers before me. I would like to appreciate my queen. Hey, what a motivational speakers. I would like to appreciate again our youth. Hey, re na le dinatla man. Ke re na le dinatla. Now again, I would say ARU also stand at the edge of the severe decline of respect of our traditional churches and traditional leadership. I heard one speaker said they were sidelined. They were oppressed. Traditional leadership and traditional churches. We therefore stand with an open hands like a breath of fresh air outside the African continent, advancing towards the southern tip of our beautiful country, seeking to spread our wind of change. Our wind of change. Are we not leading towards the change? Are we not leading towards the change? Who doesn't want to change in here? Stand up. It's about time. Time is now. Yesterday is gone.
but tomorrow is forever. The message that I want to give to you today about ARU is one. ARU's message is one of the, it's one of reinstating our traditional leadership at the center of development of our people in communities. The promotion of our traditional beliefs, and therefore the African way of making the Africa to rise and unite. Let me quote something again. I remember one day we stood up, all South Africans, all black South Africans, we stood up. We made a cross. We queued. I think it was 2 or 3 days, if I'm not wrong. Where are they today? They misled us. Where are they today? I would like to go to Ntando Mola Arana teacher. I read HOD. Now get HOD Arena today. ARU is going to make the Africa to rise and unite. The children of this dispossessed stand here today, make a call, have our land back. I mean, we've got the owners of the land. You are the owners of the land. This land belongs to us through them. This land belongs to us. Ke bone go parliamenting today, ila ba ba bone. Bona ba pila ga. Ba pere di ngwe ne, nna ke na yona ngwe. No, I don't have one. Mara sentse ke bele jealous le bona. Why? Ka je go ba re emela ba ibitsanga re ya o bua mafatshe. Lo sankada. Sankada don't cut ke feditse. You understand? Ka je go ba emela people they are stealing our land today. They are deliberating with our land. They don't even invite them. They don't even recognize them. From 1960, Ntate Kekana is having a title deed. Yeah, 1916, title deed. But it's a problem for Baba recognize. Rena Guda talk about the title deed, but it's been 24 years. We were in power for 24 years, I know. Former Bopani, Harangua, Winterfell, Soshangu, Ken Lagan Sanitary, Levon Mogamurante, Levon Motivation, one and only township. Renale recipe. Lenyaga recipe. Roto Lula Babu Tagad. But today is not the right time. So we've got the recipe. We all have title deeds, people. Trust me. We engage with all the premiers. We engage with all the provinces. You all have title deeds. Trust me. It's just a pity. And I'm not happy about that. We need to motivate you. Whereas the people who had enough time, it's our kings and some of the bishops. You had enough time for motivating these people. So be motivated, be advised that time is now. Neganala program, but then the program I think we'll deliberate about the program next time. I don't know because of if I may understand is of the fact that Nesense Rubuega the summary of the events. I was supposed to give the summary of the events, but then I think we'll give it some time. We are going to re-invite you, some of you, because of we are going to stand up. We are going to fight. Yes. Now is the time that we should go and fight down there. People are waiting for us. I think the community that with that coronary Safangote, really enough community. I think yes, ruin. Whatever reload in South Africa. No, ARU has already won. Yes.
Thanks very much, Chairperson.
Mara mona buntinya nako.
Ke kopela maitshwarelo, Chairperson. Ke protocol, I have to observe it. Let's quickly rush to item number 10, introduction of the Honorable President of the ARU, His Royal Highness King Mthimkhulu III. Somebody who's gonna do that is the Cager, is on his way. National spokesperson, Leslie Chilwan. Over to you, sir. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Yo, what an interesting day. His Majesty would know. I'm a man who is hard to please. I set very high standards. I'm impressed with today. I'm very impressed. Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Yeah, something is happening. You guys don't know. Let me tell you. I'm going to be very brief because I'm given an honorable task here. You know, when they say come and introduce His Royal Majesty, His Royal Highness, that's a big task. It's a huge task, but I'm going to make it very small because I'm prepared. I'm always prepared. You see, when we talk of a visionary, because there are people we call visionaries. Mudimu arefika utwana. You know, he gives you that, he gives somebody else something else. But then there are these people, they are very few. In every generation, you get a few of these people. They are called visionaries. These are the kind of people that, through God's permission, they get impregnated with the wisdom to see the future. Let me repeat myself. Visionaries are people that, those blessed and few people, that through God's permission, only by God's permission, they get impregnated with the wisdom and the ability to see the future. They can see ahead. And it is not by fault that His Royal Highness Mthimkhulu III is doing what he's doing. It's not by fault. It's not by default. Ka di politiki re gona le something e default. It's not by default. Remember, he takes this thing from his home because Langalibalele did the same. So it's not by fault. He's only picking up where the mistake happened. Because the very same thing happened many years ago. And Langalibalele, having had the vision, having been impregnated through the blessing of God with the ability to see in the future, he then saw a vision. He had a vision to say he needs to stand up and put together a vehicle to liberate his people, to fight for the land. But because, you see, there's a trick here. But because being a king, he needs not to mix with politics. Because you see, politics is a limited vehicle. Some people believe in that other political party, others don't even believe in politics. But as a king, you represent everybody. So it is for that reason that's why King Langalibalele, when he had the vision that he needs to put together this vehicle, he therefore handed it over to relevant people so that he doesn't, somebody spoke here to say, as a king, you need not contaminate yourself with politics. So it is against that principle that King Langalibalele mandated, the right word is mandate. He therefore mandated people, relevant people, whom we call politicians, to take this thing forward. Little did he know that he was sending thieves. Little did he know. So he sent thieves. But he had done it. But now we find ourselves another 100 years down the line that these criminals, I'm writing my third book now, I'm titling it African National Criminals. I'm that kind of a guy. I tell it like it is. I don't buy face. I tell it like it is. So these African national criminals have messed us up. I mean, they are even pushing teachers, HODs, to resign. I mean, when you mess up to such a point that you make a whole teacher to give up his work, now that's big. And we need not laugh about it. It's a serious matter. It's a serious matter. So 100 years down the line, God comes back and says, "Eish, that thing Konje that I sent Langalibalele for has been messed up. Who do I send?" Fortunately, he goes back to the same house. He goes back to the beginning. And he said, "I sent your great-great-great-grandfather. So I don't have to spell it out for you. It's in you. It's that time." And that is why we are here. Because through God's permission, His Majesty King Mthimkhulu III, I always make this comment. We have kings out there. Yes. They call themselves kings. Yeah. And when I debate these matters, because I like debating, and I know my story. Yeah. When I debate these matters, I always say, if you are a king, and in 2018, you are not so and so, number 6, number 3, number 4, something is wrong. Something is wrong. We are happy. King Yabokai, because this thing you take it from the previous and it goes to the next. And the name remains. And there is 1, 2, 3, so on. So when I first heard of His Majesty King Mthimkhulu III, I was introduced to him by my good friend here, Mr. Madiba. Mr. Madiba is the one that introduced me to ARU and His Majesty. And when he said King Mthimkhulu III, I said, that's right. The third, I just love that part. The third. Now that's right. Now that's a real king. Because you can tell where it's coming from. He's the third. And I said, for this one, you see, I'm one person. It's not easy to convince me to do something. You have to know your story. To ask me to join you or do something with you, you really must have done your homework. I'm that kind of a fellow. I know my story. So Mr. Madiba, when he said that, and I said, okay, I love the first part is the third. Then he said political part, and I said, you know, I'm no longer into politics. But then, when we discussed it thoroughly, and we went back to what we have been doing prior to me being introduced to ARU, there were similarities. And the key issue for me is this one: bringing back royalty, bringing back traditional leadership into the institution of governance. And I said to him, if that is not the objective, leave me alone. And please, if that objective is not in there, I'm going to put it in. I don't even need His Majesty's permission to do that, because I believe it to be the right thing. And that's how I became a member of ARU, and I met His Majesty, and he appointed me spokesperson. So today I want to introduce to you this man, the Royal Highness. But before I do that, let me show you something where the politicians did a mistake. Please don't. Where the politicians committed an error. But it was a good error for us. You see, when you read our constitution, the very first sentence of our constitution, section 1 of our constitution, Act 108 of 1996. This is my Bible, by the way. Those who know me, they will tell you, this is my Bible. Because my mission, my personal mission and vision is to see, like I said, traditional leadership back into the institution of governance. It says, section 1, the Republic of South Africa is one sovereign democratic state founded on the following principal values. Now, the very first word there says sovereign. Now, let me tell you something. Sovereign has never been political. Sovereign is permanent. Sovereign is not voted for. Sovereign is not appointed. You are sovereign by birth. Yes. Having said that, now you see the cleverness of those who drafted this document. They may have fooled the African national criminals. But you see, they cannot fool some of us. Because some of us, we know our story. We know these things and we understand these things. And that is why they put sovereign even before the democratic state. Because a democratic state is a political setup. But sovereignty, because it's permanent, it's non-political, it comes first. But then in implementation, they jump it. They rush to politics, leaving out the sovereignty. So ARU is about bringing back the sovereignty. So in a way, we are kinda complying with the Constitution. Yes. Something that they have failed for the last 24 years. It is not by default that therefore our vision reads as follows, and then I introduce my king. Our vision as ARU is that the power of the people, the legacy and restitution of the African people's minerals, mines, economical issues, land claims, properties, and institutions of state and government, and assets and benefits benefit assets and benefits all the citizens, and the human capital investment issues are in the custodianship of the traditional leaders, the United Royal House of Monarchs, and for the traditional leaders to fix. Commencing with the restructuring of the structure of the state government for the Republic of South Africa, in order to comply with the Constitution of the Republic, and by further amending and or reviewing some of the sections of the Constitutions of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108 of 1996, for the collective benefit of all those who live in the Republic, and restoring the power back to the people. However, given that all these were taken and snatched away from our forefathers, our indigenous national tribes and people, as our ancestors, our kings, chiefs, and the rest of other common citizens by force, and continue to be hijacked and captured politically and unlawfully by the incumbent political and limited minority political government, it is therefore a priority and a duty of the traditional leaders to enter in political assumption, the political space, and through government, fix and restore the power back to the people. With those words, I will ask His Majesty, King Mtimkuru III, to stand up and address you. Thank you.
ePhalambe, Siyaya, Siyaya, ePhalambe, Siyaya, Siyaya, ePhalambe, Siyaya, Siyaya, ePhalambe, Siyaya. For the past few years, whereby I had to make sure our students, they go to study all over the world, such as America, such as China, such as Germany, because our government do not have a passion to bring a proper education to our kids. But I'm very proud to say today, I have done that. Today we are talking about African Renaissance Unity. African Renaissance Unity is a newly established party for the people. And again, it is registered as a political party. Let me tell you one thing. We could not achieve what we have achieved today if we did not register our party as a political party. When I was appointed as a king, I had to see where do I lead people? What am I going to do for the people? Because in this country, our government, I must say this, has destroyed our sorry, put it there. I wanted to dance with it, so I felt blessed. Without a proper way for your voice to be heard in the parliament, the only way was to register this political party, so that your voice will be heard in the parliament. African Renaissance Unity is the collective authority of traditional leadership and the people of South Africa, which acknowledges the evil crime against humanity perpetuated by the political government of South Africa by not even giving a formal and legal recognition of the Koyen's design. That was very much unfair. The Koyen is signed. Where's oh, but I mean, what do you call Trollip is here. He knows. The Koyen side, they should have been received a proper fairness, but they did not. I believe Trollip is still in the war.
Exactly, yes.
Nothing has come through. Nothing. But I can tell you right now, ARU is going to recognize it. Because we are here to work. There are chiefs, a queen. There are queens. There are kings that has been appointed by the people, not by the government. But I must say this, we are going to recognize those chiefs that are appointed by the people. We'll make sure they are being recognized as the chiefs. The kingships, as my spokesperson did speak here, that he spoke about the sovereign identity, nationality emphasis, the role of the traditional leadership as it is interwoven in the social fabric of South Africa, brings together the inherited wisdom, vision, compassion, embracing all the people of South Africa who are living in it. But the secret that you are having, without religious people, we cannot achieve our goals.
That is why our logo, maybe you've seen it, you saw it here. Where is it? Okay, fine, leave it there. It has got 3 arrows. 1 arrow is for religious. 1 arrow you need to really give you a hand on that, because I've started I am liberating the churches. Because the religious people, they must stop to say they will wear the white garment in heaven. You must wear it here. You need to wear it here. That is why you will find our children today, they have gone to drugs. We have seen what happened in one of the townships here. Westbury. Did you see what happened there? I wanted to go there and speak to my people, but I didn't. But I understand the commissioner came. But people, they are facing the poverty. And they are circumstantially obliged to sell drugs. Before you fight, before you shoot, you must call all these criminals. Speak to them. What is the problem? You need to find out a problem so that you can have a solution. I can tell you right now, people, they are very much in poverty. We as African Renaissance Unity, we're going to change that. We are going to change the whole country. This country is going to be born again. As you are here, our party is called African Renaissance Unity. So it's a rebirth of a new things. You know, let me tell you something. I've met people say to me, they were coming from America. They said to me, King, these people, they are Christians. They said, because you are taking the proper route, the country as we speak is on the mess. But when you are in power, God will bring a master plan. So God is going to do that very soon. Okay. So we embrace the diversity of the people of South Africa and their culture, religious and various belief system, commit to fight against and condemn the xenophobia and abuse of the vulnerable citizen of our nation. Acknowledges the value of women, because we need to respect women. I've seen people, they have abused their wives. But we as ARU, we must stop that. We must protect our women. The values of women and the youth and their participation in restoring the legacy and the culture and promoting the future of South Africa. The young lady has mentioned that. Recognizes the right of the people to overcome the malicious injustice and the colonial past. Colonial past is still existing. We still have to fight that. You know, its only walls has cracked, but the paint is still existing. We shall never allow that as ARU. We must remove the paint completely. Then we have a rainbow nation. Mandela had a vision of a rainbow nation. That vision has gone away. We as ARU, we must embrace everybody who lives in South Africa, black and white. If you see a white, you see black, then you still have a problem. So you still have that paint that is still existing in that crack walls. Wall is cracked, it's been cracking. But the paint is still existing. Even to blacks, they have that paint. Some white have the paint. Indian have the paint. We need to change and make sure we have a true South African so that we can able to govern this country. We must treat our sisters and brothers as a one body. So we as kings, we are going to change the country. We will make sure everybody who live in this country, they have a proper fare, equal fare to everybody. Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Viva ARU, viva! Viva! We will then restore the legacy and culture and promoting the future of South Africa. Recognizes the right of the people to overcome the malicious injustice of the colonial past, which continues to inflict pain and suffering on the people of South Africa. Admit that the role of leadership position with institution of traditional leadership as pronounced at the Act has been limited for 2 decades. It is very painful. All the chief and all the king today, they are folding their arms. They doing nothing. Only councillors, they're running with purses. But end of the day, all our people, they come to us. They need assistance. They need employment. They don't have money to take their kids to study. I understand today we are having a free education. But that free education is only in the tertiary for now. We as ARU are going to stop that. We will have education free from grade 1. When it comes to poverty, we as African Renaissance Unity, we will make sure our elders, they getting double pay. Their pension will be double. If you are saying today you are fighting a poverty, how can we let our elders go to bed without food? There are chiefs who have been sitting in the parliament, but those chiefs, they've done zero. They sat in the parliament, but our people are still suffering. Our people don't get justice, especially our elderly people. We as ARU are going to change that. What we have also planned to make sure we fight poverty, we will need to put a voucher for the elderly, 8,000 rand voucher for food. I'm telling you, we are going to change the country. We are going to make sure we uproot all this corruption. I'm very glad because I can see before we come to power, we will still have to deal with the people who has done corruption in our country. So we will fight corruption. This government is going to be the truly government that liberates people. It's going to be the government that will take power back to people. Take power back to the kings. As we are saying, I'm very proudly want to say to you, we will, with kings and queens, start a new monarch that will control the parliament. That is guaranteed. Because that is why, as I said in the beginning, the reason why we start ARU was because our people have been marginalized. If you're a king today, you are just ordinary person. You are a king by position, by birth. I'm a king, but there is no benefits. We want to take back power to the people. But this, we can only do it together. We need to change the system of our kids. We need to make sure our kids, they are empowered. Each and every child today, before she or he goes to crash, must have a banking card. If you talk of eradication of poverty, how are you going to eradicate the poverty where even in your legacy you haven't started to teach them how to save money? You see, we need to start from our kids, from our roots, and empower our kids to make sure they get the banking cards. So ARU is going to implement all this. And I can tell you right now, ARU is going to eradicate all the tenders from the government. The tenders from government has caused a lot of corruption, lot of killing, lot of misadministration, maladministration, misappropriation of funds. ARU is coming to stop all that. We have to empower our people from the government, not from the tender. Let me tell you, I've been to America, I've been to Belarus, I've brought some projects, but those projects were stolen. I pay my own fees, my own money, to go and get projects to help our people. Oh, my people, if you want to say that. But my project was stolen. But today, African Renaissance Unity is going to change all that. And that is why I say, if we are together working out a program, together we will liberate ourselves and liberate our nation. So today, I'm very proud to say we are changing the country. I'm very proud to say we are putting a national working committee, of which I believe the national working committee today, each and every one of you will dedicate herself or himself to make sure we succeed. In 2019, we are on power. But I have listened to so many people who have spoken here. And I must say this, it's very exciting, and I can see this country is going to be ruled by ARU in 2019. I'm very happy. Now we will need to go for appointing the National Working Committee. We spoke a lot. I can see our time is against us. But I am glad that we have achieved our dream. And I'm glad that we are going to conquer what has been worrying us. I can tell you this. Our chiefs, they need to have a budget. How can you, being a chief, earn only 15,000 rand? How much, Paramount Chief? 15,000 rand. Can you sustain your family? Eh? Chiefs? You cannot. You cannot. You, 15,000 rand for chiefs. For, for kings, it's only how much? 70, 80,000 rand. But I said I don't want the money. Because I've got my own money. I've worked for my money. And again, I'm helping my people. So, truly, come next year, we need to empower our chiefs. We need to pay stipend for the pastors. Our pastors, they're doing a good job. They're doing a very good job, but our pastors are not being taken care of. Because these people, they make sure they change people's life. But again, they don't get anything. That is why I'm saying we have to change our country. And I said the victory bell of ARU has rung. And I can tell you that come next year, we shall be together in the parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, before I sit down, one message I want to say to you. If you are going to be appointed today, make sure you deliver. Make sure you do your part. Remember, being a National Working Committee member, you will be registered. We may not have some money now, but let me tell you, we will surprise you. We are going to make sure you get something. But you will get according to what we have done. So tonight, we are going to put our forms. We are going to fill them up. I urge all of you to be very dedicated. And please, your reward, you will get it through your action. If you dedicate yourself, and if you work for ARU, we will see it through your production. So I want to say to you tonight, thank you very much that you have come from very far. And I think we have spent more time to listening to our progress that we've done. And I think you still have to take trips back home. But I must thank you very much for what you have done. You are a true ARU. And you are going to liberate yourself and liberate our country. Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Phezulu ngeParliament phezulu. Phezulu. Phezulu ngo-2019 phezulu. Phezulu. Thank you very much, MC. I can see people, they were very much worrying you. Need more time to talk. And you are very soft, of which is very good. You don't have to be harsh. Well, next time, please, you must be harsh. So that people, they keep time. Thank you very much, ARU, for coming and take your position. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Can you quickly? Yeah, I think the page. I think it's finished. You can see. Can you check it for me?
I want to see what.
Yeah, now it's this item number 8. Phones are there.
Here's the MC.
What is the process? I'm waiting. Nominate. Yes, the process. The item is under him, under Mr. Moshi, Bishop Moshi. Bishop.
Okay. Yeah, it's Sasa. We are at Johannesburg. Oh, yeah. All right.
Do you know the processes? Yes, I was going to lab it.
Oh, yeah.
So you know the procedure. You don't answer the GP.
The procedure.
Yeah.
The process. We elect the working committee.
I don't know now.
How are you going to nominate?
I don't know. I don't know now. I don't know about this agenda. I really don't know. It's a serious matter. I'm telling you. The procedures. Did you find out about the procedures? When did you know about this? Where's the mic? Where's the mic? Ask him about the procedure, about how to nominate. I'm going to need to be conducted. I'm just the program director. It's your item.
Can I help to hand this off? Can I help to?
You can. I don't know how Amanda wants to organize it. Do you want to dish this out or must somebody will they stick up their hand or how are you?
I think it's going to be wise when somebody is being nominated and they'll give it that form to sign. Not everybody must get it. It's a nomination of item number 8.
Yeah. I'm going to ask Fortson to advise you how to get this out.
I think Fortson must come. I'm waiting for my No, I was waiting for the mic. No, and then this is needs a mic. Goes off people can see now. Yeah, here we go. No, they've made the agenda to be long. No, they must put a blame there. Don't have a problem. Thanks very much. We've got one more item, item number 8. I would like to get your attention. Thanks very much. One more item.
Sasikhona kuma-meeting wokuqala until now manje sizwile ikhulumi manje bengithi kule item ngiyayima-election ya ngifuna nje labantu angibuyi nabo ngakubuya khona kodwa ngifuna kumane udonse abantu laba ngibona ba-motivated uzobabeka
i-National Working Committee.
yeah
Yeah, angithi you will just elect.
uzobabeka la no ngiyababeka ukuthi ukhona umuntu
Abantu abazobe conductor now. I'm just the speaker or the MC.
Baba, we need to start. If we don't start, we won't finish.
Sesiyaqala ke manje. Thanks very much. Item number 8.
Yes, but if we don't start, Baba, if we don't
It's the election of the National Working Committee. Can I get your attention, please? Thanks very much. Thank you. Thanks very much. There's an out of order now.
Uthi sila ngisayini form sokuqala before ngihamba.
Abantu abakhondakthayo nabo. Sesiyaqala ke manje. Item number 8, please. I think the table on the right-hand side, and there's also a chairperson. I think chairperson, your table, can you help me? Your table, chairperson, can you help me? I'm having a problem in your table, chairperson. There's a huge problem that I will need your assistance. Chairperson, I would like your assistance, Chairperson. Can you protect me, please? Okay. Let's carry on with this item. This mic has got a problem. I'm not sure, is it a sabotage or so? This mic. I would like to call upon the Bishop Mosia come in front, as well as Leader Koto, is the one that they will conduct this item. Can they quickly come so that we will carry on before we are running out of time? On the meantime, they are fixing the mic. I think you know what you have to do. But then let me announce this. We've got the forms here. As soon as somebody nominated, we will give out this form and fill up this form. I just give a guidance. Over to you, Mr. President. Keep it short. No speeches now. We just zoom straight to this. No speeches, no. We zoom straight to the point, Bamusi.
Sure.
I will assist.
We need each and every person who's outside to come in, because this is one area where we can't deal with complaints after we've completed the process. Eita aru eitara. My king, we're going to put up a structure provincially here that is going to make sure that in each and every province, there are structures regionally, there are programs. We are able to brand this organization, and we are able to make this organization to go directly to the people. Now, what we are going to do is a simple exercise. Each and every province, you must come close. No, but that is creating chaos. You must come closer. You see, we have spoken a lot about God. Ne? God is a God of order, and we must do that. We must start first by having order. So please, come closer. We're going to start first with Eastern Cape. We're going directly to the elections. Eastern Cape must nominate at least 5 people from that province. One is going to be a scribe. One is going to be a coordinator, a chairperson of the 5 people. Their task is very simple. Their task is to make sure that that province has got structures in each and every village, in each and every town, in each and every ward, in each and every VD. Is that clear enough, ladies and gentlemen, comrades? So please, Eastern Cape, if you are sitting in one table, we need 5 names. You might not even announce those names here, but we have forms here. Just raise your hands. Natamusia will come and bring the 5 forms of the 5 people, and then after we've completed that process, we will need to announce the 5 people to everybody gathered here today. Okay, we're going to KZN. Yeah. They're here. Okay. Okay, that's right. Can I clarify something? Ladies and gentlemen, comrades, we are dealing with the political structure of a province now. We understand the traditional leaders in each and every province. The clarity that I want to bring to this house is that we are dealing with the political structure. And my king, I think that is something that we must just hurry to clarify. That there will be a political structure, but that political structure will continue to respect the traditional structure that exists in each and every province. Yeah. Now, when I say KZN, you might nominate somebody who's also a king, for instance, or a prince. That will still be acceptable, but we need 5 people from whom we can seek reports, we can give programs, we can give a mandate to implement certain programs. That is very important. Because we can't have wires crossed as to whether we're speaking to a king and we're talking about traditional affairs or we're talking about the political structure. There needs to be a clear, demarcation of a line, separation of powers, if you like. So we're starting in KZN. If you already agreed, just stand up and just say, these are the 5 names, and then we move quickly. King. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Please, I know you have been authorized by myself, but I think what is going to happen, sidinga ukuthi nonke la ngikhumbule ukuthi ngibizwe mina la ngithi ngamunye each and every one of you must take a form. You are going to be officially appointed as the National Working Committee.
Which means
you are here to be appointed because we are going to the parliament. We don't have time to reappoint a National Working Committee. It's only now, tonight. We have to do it. Please distribute all the forms to people. We are now forming a National Working Committee for ARU. Irrespective of your office bearer, but now you are a member. Whether you're a king or you're a chief, we put it aside. You are a member. I will also be a member. So then, when you go back, you must start to elect those 5 people our office bearers are talking about. Okay. Thank you. Everybody.
this is political.
In fact, I need about 100 people. End of the day, you are going to count how many people have fill up the forms. If we are 80, it's fine. We start with 80. If we're 100, we start with 100.
I'm helping to give.
Viva ARU, viva! Viva National Working Committee, viva! Viva National Working Committee, viva!
But that's what he's saying. Just get everybody to fill in the form.
What are people to fill the forms? We understand that our handwriting are not the same. So if you know that your handwriting is not the same, we can ask the next person who has attended to you to assist you with the nice.
Okay, what's his name?
We can read your name.
I think they're still discussing.
Can you hear me? Shazwana, if you are sitting next to somebody with a good handwriting, just ask her or him to assist you to write the forms, to fill the forms, so that it can be easier to us to read it. Sicela ukuthi uma uphethe iform enjengale kunomuntu obhala kahle oseduze nawe. Sicela ukuthi ukhulume naye.
Let me seek a clarity to the President, His Majesty. Okay, let me just wait. This is political. We cannot just say yes. No. With this one now, we'll go debating. No, ladies, each province, at least two. I don't call them distribute. We will cause a confusion.
That's
no, we have to say no. It's going to cause a confusion. No, don't think this is. Wait, we are conducting this, the three of us. I'm asking that each province, at least, there should be two representatives of the National Working Committee. Everybody will want to be in.
So I've restructured the whole thing so that we won't have any confusion.
Yes.
What I told him, Uguti, fanele kuzokhethwa i-executive committees of control ama-provinces. Angithi thina siyazi ukuthi that executive kuzoba yiyona i-national working
Okay, we give it out.
Yeah, so into ekufanele siyenze ne babagcwalise amafomu and then from there uyabatshela ukuthi manje sesizokhetha the executive ezorepresenta those provinces, that national, because angeke usayilungisa ngale ndlela yabona kodwa ke the strategy is for you to say now we are nominating an executive committee ezocontrola lama provinces lawo. That will serve as a national working committee, you understand? Because the lesser announced is over.
Can cause a conflict, confusion.
Yeah,
yeah, because of each province there should be two representatives, not
everyone.
Yeah.
To fill this form.
Yeah. This is a national working committee.
This is a national working committee. So this is what I'm saying. To rectify the whole thing, because already the mistake has happened. Yes. Then you say, we are going to nominate the executive that is going to control the provinces. Then now that will serve as a national working committee. Tina siyazi angithi.
Facilitator.
Kodwa ke ungashintshi le nto. Let everybody have fun, but you again nominate the executive to the province.
Yeah, because this which one is filled funds. Then after we nominate
exactly.
Once they are all
Yeah, asiyenze kanjalo.
How many do we take? Well, 5. Just have a seat. We'll come then.
We will just come.
We will just come.
Sabat, tola.
I trust more than what the get that fit sama ne. Tja wa na ha do fit sama. I want to
That's not my item, it's your item.
Yeah. We'll come there. I think you sit on your table, they will come there. Just have your table, we'll come at your table, please. I'm asking, please. Just have your table, they'll come at where you are.
To be told something now in front of people, you will mumble. So what are you going to explain? What are you going to explain?
What's next? After this, what's next?
No.
Is there any speech?
No, not any speech.
There's no word of thanks.
I'm no longer control process. I'm going to say because I don't know what's
No, the thing is that what about that forward? After we fill the things, then if ever the structure will start to
when?
The one of the national committee.
Which national committee? According to the king, these people are national committee.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
So
All
how
of them.
do you-
How are you going to conduct that? What if they, and these people, they keep on calling us, especially me. They're calling me. They're calling us. Provinces. So when you're giving it out, they will be causing a problem, and they're calling us. Then you call each other.
No.
Yeah, that's not yes, everything. No, that's not how we do it. I'm a form. I'm really wrong.
Check.
Check. Do you understand that?
He says all these people are members of the nation within community.
It can't be correct. It can't be correct. They were supposed, each and every province, there should be a representative of two delegates. Two delegates each. Yes. Not everybody. And then these people, they will keep on calling me. I always receive the calls here. Do you understand? You don't know the volume of the calls I get. I have to answer.